From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Two times. We got three.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Ryan. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue. Blitz coming and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Returnable here from the 38. Touchdown, Falcons! A 62-yard punt return. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back to get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
These two teams all tied after one. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This to the sideline and nearly intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He'll try again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They run with Patterson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making, both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Ryan. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Ryan. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's Gaskin. Room to run for Gaskin. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That good for 22 and a first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To his throw here, taken in by Parker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa steps away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
Here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And oh, he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Now it's Ryan.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in by Ridley here. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Tua.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, Patterson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 2nd down, it's Patterson looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake, here's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Patterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Patterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. On second down now, it's Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go. 45. Mike, 45. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Tua gonna throw. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And powering through at the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another run with Gaskin. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Falcons on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Ryan. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis.
Xavier Howard, the all-pro corner, up to make the stop.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Second and 10.
Now a give, right side. It's Patterson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Throwing now is Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Patterson on the carry. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Davis. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Tua. It's complete to Parker, left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about 24-hour rule after a game and then you move on. That's tough because that was a very makeable field goal. In fact, I think you and I were both just shocked that he did.